Hi everybody. Today we are going to learn about frequency. Please prepare your textbook 5B Unit 1, pencils, erasers, and notebook to jot down some notes. Please get these things prepared before you go on to the next step. Before we start the lesson, make sure you have already read the passage in Unit 1 and learned the vocabulary. If you haven't, please go to ebook and get prepared before you continue on this video. Remember, you can always pause the video if needed. Now, I'll give you some time to turn open your textbook 5B Unit 1. Frequency. Repeat after me. Frequency. Do you know the meaning of frequency? It means the number of times something happens within a particular period. Do you know how do we ask about frequency? Think about it. We use how many times to ask about frequency. That is, when you are asking the question, you start with how many times. Repeat after me. How many times? When we are talking about frequency, we can use words like once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. Once means 1 time. Twice means 2 times. Repeat after me. Once, once. Twice, twice. If we have never done that before, we use never, never. Now, let's revise. Never, never. Once, once. Twice, twice. 3 times, 3 times. 4 times, 4 times. Let's look at example 1. What can you see in the picture? Yes, we can see Wang Tai Sin Temple in the picture. Let's read the question. How many times have you been to Wang Tai Sin Temple? Let's read the question again. How many times have you been to Wang Tai Sin Temple? The box on the top right corner has the number 1 for frequency, which means once. So the answer for this question is I have been there once. I have been there once. Here's example 2. What can you see in the picture? Yes, we can see Golden Beach in the picture. Let's read the question. How many times have you been to Golden Beach? Let's look at the box on the top right corner. What number can you see? The box on the top right corner has the number 3 for frequency, which means 3 times. So the answer is I have been there 3 times. Let's read together. I have been there 3 times. Children, now it's your turn to practice. Take out your pencils and notebook to write down the answers. Are you ready? Let's start now. Question 1. What can you see in the picture? Yes, we can see the big Buddha in the picture. The words in green tell us to use how many times to ask the question. So the question is, that's right. How many times have you been to the big Buddha? Can you read after me? How many times have you been to the big Buddha? The box on the top right corner has a number 1 for frequency, which means once. So, what is the answer? Take out your pencil and notebook to write down your answer. Are you ready? Let's check. I have been there once. Let's say it together. I have been there once. Question 2. We can see Lemur Island in the picture. Let's point to the words in green. It says, how many times? The words in green tell us to use how many times to ask the question. So the question is, that's right. How many times have you been to Lemur Island? Repeat after me. How many times have you been to Lemur Island? Now, let's look at the number on the top right corner. The box on the top right corner has a number 4 for frequency. What does it mean? Yes, it means 4 times. So, what is the answer? Can you tell me the answer? Read it out. You're right. I have been there 4 times. Let's say it together. I have been there 4 times. Question 3. We can see jade markets in the picture. Now, it's your turn to ask and answer the question by yourself. Remember to look at the words in green on the top and also look for the number in the purple box. Can you think of the question? Right. How many times have you been to the jade market? Let's say it together. How many times have you been to the jade market? What is the answer? Do you know it? That's right. I have been there once. Let's say it together. I have been there once. Very good. Here comes to the last question. Question 4. Can you see Tin Hau Temple in the picture? Let's try to ask the question. I'll give you some time to think about it. Here's the question. How many times have you been to Tin Hau Temple? Repeat after me. How many times have you been to Tin Hau Temple? Now, let's answer the question. Have you finished? Now, read out the answer. I know you all know the answer. Read it out. Well done, you're right. I've been there twice. Let's read the answer again. I've been there twice. Today we learned to ask about frequency. You can always watch the video again if needed. Here's time for you to do your homework. Study verb table booklet, page 7 to 11 on past participle, and also do worksheets 4. Thank you for watching. See you next time.